enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterday's are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say.
It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wildwood here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Blues of Brooklyn taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
24.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
With a new contract comes increased expectations, and Njoku did his part. Caught 58 passes, went out a couple of other career bests. If injuries didn't cost him some time, he gets the first down there with that catch.
24.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Runs over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll find Bateman once more. And all the way in for the touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Blues are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku, and they'll get him down up past the 15. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Odafe Owe. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Third and 19. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Watson. It's caught. Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Hey, 59! Hey, 24!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 31! 59, 59!
On 1st down, Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 39-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Watson off play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Watson on 1st down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A A give running right is Chubb. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. To throw is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Henry again on second down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over the 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Finding Walker complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 45 yards. And the Blues go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Browns nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8, and that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, here's Watson. This complete to Lockett. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, it's Watson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
74 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
13.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Inside handoff, Henry, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jackson going to run. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Blues are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Browns nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
54 is down, he's coming.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Giovanni Ricci, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love.
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touched down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. Don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody.